Well, greetings everyone and welcome to another video. So on this video I'll be touching down on this here, the Euro Truck Simulator 2 1.51 update. So I won't really go much into detail about it, since most reviewers or most gamers or most YouTubers have delved a lot into its change logs, its features, stuff like that. There's a lot of information about that out there, which is similar because most YouTubers cover the same thing. So what I'm gonna be delving into on this video is similar to what I did when version 1.50 came out. So on this one, normally I'm focused on the lower end spectrum of game players, like those who are using integrated graphics and those who are using older, less powerful graphics cards. Well, I'm running a GTX 1060 6GB GPU with a Ryzen 5 4500 CPU. That's what I'm running on, and I'm running on the session of Wayland since I'm running under Linux. So some might say what I'm gonna be talking about might be differing since I'm using Linux, but it's more or less the same as on Windows. So I'll be getting into it. So one addition is there's a health warning when you log into the game, so they warn you about that, and some controller changes. So before I go further, let me do this. Let me show you. This is my system specs over here. This is my system specs. Garuda Linux. My AMD Ryzen is there. My NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 with 16GB RAM, 8GB by 2. So now that I got that out of the way, this is where I'm landing on. So let me go into the game. I won't touch much on the menus and everything because you've seen a lot of them, I know. So there's only one feature that I need to delve into that will help people on low end side to play better if they didn't know that was what was causing the major performance issues on their systems. So far the game performs similar to version 1.50. It's not really that different. The cities that they reworked, well, I've seen a few FPS drops here and there, but it wasn't that major. Let me go to nighttime, because this is a perfect illustration of what I'll be talking about. As you can see now, my GPU is utilized 79%. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start my truck. So my truck has started. Sorry about that, there's a call coming through. I'll check them later. So my lights are on. As you can see on the usage of my GPU, it went up by around roughly 30%. Switching off the lights, it goes way back down. Switch them on, it goes to maximum is 84%. So what I'm gonna do right now is go to a service station and do something that I'll show you is what causes major performance hit on the game. Alright, I'm here. Let me try to configure this. So what I've discovered since version 1.50 that causes major FPS drops is addition of these things here, these accessory lights. Let me just add them here and I'll show you what happens. So I'm just gonna speed this up because it's gonna be tedious to do it. Alright guys, now I have the accent or accessory lights added, as you can see on the grills and on the bar at the bottom. So what I'm going to do right now is make sure that they are enabled. Auxiliary lights are on the front and the top. So what I'm going to show you right now is this. Before I go there, let me show you my graphical settings on how I got it stacked up. So I'm using 1080p resolution, 60 Hz. Then the scaling is set to 200 with MSi A Ultra. Then texture quality to high. Everything is on high here. That's how I'm, except the ambient occlusion, because, well, I don't really see much need for it for my sake, for my taste actually. So let me just exit here and then get into the cabin. Now what I'm gonna do right now is start the engine. Take notice of the GPU usage on the left, on the top left, it's hovering around 79% to 80%. So let me switch on the lights. Now you see my GPU usage went where? To 100. It just spiked to 100. So the major culprit killing your FPS is these lights over there. These accessory lights, the accent lights, they are killing your FPS without you even realizing it. Well, it looks nice with the track with the accent lights. Sometimes you might find that you have strobing lights going on, stuff like that, blah blah blah. But those lights kill performance, more especially on low end hardware. As you can see, my GTX 1060 is struggling when I'm in the cab. Not really struggling because I'm recording. So now let me try to drop. Let me try to drop this. To drop the scaling and the anti-aliasing, because it helps to just get them off. It helps. Okay, now there we are. My engine is still on. As you can see, when you stop using the anti-aliasing ultra and the scaling, drop it back to 100, it went a bit down. It's much better. And mind you, I'm recording. If I'm not recording, I'm hovering around 50, but due to the shimmering of the game, I usually need to turn it up to how it was, to SMA Ultra. Sometimes I can use it with TAA, and then 200. I normally like to game like this to alleviate the shimmering, because it hurts my eyes a lot. So if I do that, I need to have those lights disabled, more especially when I go to multiplayer convoys. So for those of you running on low-end systems and you like to activate these lights, please, for the sake of better performance, remove them. You'll have a better gaming experience. And also make sure that when your system is struggling, come here and disable these things. Scaling, take it down to 100, and then anti-aliasing, you can bring it to low or medium. They're much better, because now normally I place it on ultra, and then I do my gaming like this. So from Mamaja Tech and Gaming, this was just an insight on how you can get proper or smoother gameplay without going to rubber bank to buy a new system or a new GPU. So guys, till next time, happy trucking.